Hi guys, welcome to another video. We all have this idea, don't we, that we can see ourselves using this bag, going on a beautiful beach holiday in some tropical paradise, and then another time we're going to an event, so we need this beautiful bag as an evening bag. We're then going to another event where it's more corporate, so we need something to suit that. And actually, we don't do any of those things. So all these bags that we think we need, they just don't get the use, do they? So how do we put that right? Well, first I'm going to tell you what I would buy for my actual fantasy life, but I'm also going to explain how I use some of these bags that actually really are for my fantasy life, but I don't do those things. So how I do make use of them in any way. So let's get going. I tried on the extra large Andiamo bag the other day and I was absolutely blown away by it. Blown away. This large, slouchy, amazing, big travelly bag. So I thought to myself, I could see me wearing that. It's just right up my street. Well, it's not up my street because I don't go travelling. I don't need a big bag. I don't go to the office anymore. I'm not flying around the world on business deals and all these different things. When am I going to use that bag? What am I going to take it down to Sainsbury's? What am I going to do with it? I'm not going to go to the gym with it. I'm not going to, even going out for lunch or going out for dinner, going to the cinema. I don't need a bag that carries probably 10-ton worth of stuff. So then it got me thinking, yes, this is a sort of bag that I would have in my fantasy life where I was this amazing globetrotter going to all these different events or meetings or whatever I think I'm going to be doing, and I need that big bougie bag with me on the plane. I was then thinking about other things like that, and that, I need this little clutch bag and it's got to be sparkly, it's got to be really evening because I have nothing. If I ever go to a charity ball or a fancy event, I need that little gorgeous little clutch bag. I don't go to anything like that. It's very rare. Now that I'm not working as well, I did a little bit more of that in my corporate life, if you like. But no, I don't really go to any of these things. So why do I need an evening bag? I don't need such a small bag if I just go out for dinner or go to the theatre or go to a friend's house, anything like that. I can take any bag that I like. It's not going to be that fancy. Now, it doesn't mean I can't wear something like that, but we'll come on to that. So that's another thing that we all think we need. We think we need an evening bag. We also think that we need a summer bag. Walking down the promenade, if it is even called the promenade, on the French Riviera, and we're in Saint-Tropez, or we're in some beautiful paradise island somewhere, and we've got our floaty dress and our gorgeous beach bag. Well, no, I don't do that. We tend to go on holidays where we're off sightseeing, we're going to see some cultural stuff, we might sit by the pool for a bit, we might go to a lake or go to, to the beach. I just take my Neverfull because I know I can lug it around, and it's not practical to have a £4,000 raffia Prada bag or whatever it might be. I don't know. It just sort of makes me giggle because I think, I don't often go on holidays that are so blingy and bougie. And even if I did, I'd still take the Neverfull because it's practical and I'm not going to damage it. I then thought about work bags. I need a bag to fit all my things in. I don't go anywhere anymore. I don't go anywhere. I am working from home, if you like, now. And yes, I go to the gym, and yes, I go out and do things, but generally the things that I am going out to do, particularly during the day, I'm usually going out walking or walking into our town and doing errands and that type of thing. I might go and meet a friend, or there are things that I go and do, but none of them require a corporate work bag. I no longer go into an office. I don't do that anymore. I no longer go out to clients. I don't need that corporate work bag. even when I did that, yeah, you certainly don't need a really bougie luxury one, because again, that can cause a bit of trouble if you're not careful anyway. So I did have a couple of really nice bags that I would use, but I certainly don't need them now. I don't need them anymore. Also, in my fantasy life, I have got the full set of luggage from Louis Vuitton, whether it's the old-fashioned suitcases that are just amazing, or a whole set of the Horizon ones on wheels, that all the different sizes, and inside of those suitcases, all the luggage, I've got all of the different sizes of the vanity cases for all these amazing things that I've taken with me. And actually, again, I don't want the luggage. I do want the luggage, but I don't want the luggage, because when I go on a plane, it's generally something like Jet2 or EasyJet, and I'm going over to, I don't know, Spain or Italy or somewhere. And yeah, you're putting the suitcase either in the hold, which, the anxiety over putting Louis Vuitton luggage in the hold would just be too much for me. But even if it's just the cabin bag, it gets shoved wherever other people aren't careful around it. It is going to get scuffed and scratched, and sometimes they take it off you and put it in the hold anyway, which is so annoying. So I just think, when else would I use some cabin bag type luggage that isn't on an aeroplane? And we don't do enough of the, again, in my fantasy life, we're going off to the country for the weekend with our luggage in the boot, and it's all stacked up and it looks amazing. No, we don't really do that. We don't do that. And if we do go away, my husband is a cyclist, and we're taking all his paraphernalia with us, so everything gets shoved into bags and footwells and around the bike. Don't ask. So no, my Louis Vuitton luggage is not going in there with the bike. So that's only for my fantasy world, not for my real one. We then have the trunks. The trunks. Now these are for decoration. The huge ones could be a coffee table or a piece of art in one of your rooms. The trunks that in my fantasy world I'd have up here, I'd have a selection of different ones, different sizes, maybe a pyramid one. It'd just be amazing. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with them? In my fantasy world, I don't care what I'm going to do with them, because they look amazing and I want them and I love Louis Vuitton. But in my world, they're just going to sit there. They're just going to sit there. So again, fantasy world is just not reality. It's just not reality. Oh, and then in my fantasy world, I'm going to every single fashion show. I'm on the front row of every fashion show that I want to go to. So I need a nice outfit, and I need a really beautiful bag to go with that outfit. Now, yes, okay, we can dream that in our fantasy world, the brand that you are going to the fashion show of will gift you or loan you the outfit, so you don't need to worry about what you're taking. However, in my fantasy world, I need those beautiful pops of, I don't know whether it's colour or texture or something for that event. And it's that sort of bag that, yeah, it looks amazing with certain outfits. Maybe like, for example, like a mini Kelly, a Kelly cut, Kelly pochette, maybe the Bottega little clutch bag, maybe the Andiamo bag from Bottega, the East-West one. Lots of people I've been seeing lots of those at fashion shows, because they're a great bag for you to use with an outfit. Elia, the little heart bag, there's all sorts of different ones, and I think, yes, I could do with one of those. What for? I'm not going to any fashion shows. When have I been invited to a fashion show? The only ones I've been invited to, which are amazing, by the way, and I'm not complaining, are Louis Vuitton, but they're not the big fashion shows in London and Paris and Milan and New York. No, these are more like trunk shows. These are showcasing a new collection that's coming out, and it is in the store in London, so in Bond Street, for example. And they are amazing, but I would only ever take a Louis Vuitton bag to that, and I do have plenty to choose from. So I definitely don't need anything else, but I also don't go to them very often, maybe once a year. So what on earth am I thinking that I need an event bag? I don't need an event bag. I don't need an event bag. However, guys, do not worry. Don't panic. I have got my bases covered. So in case any of my fantasy life actually comes into real life, I do have a few bags that I could use. So let me introduce you to the bag of all bags. Now, this is an event bag. I am sorry, but it is. And I will be able to use this. So if I'm going to a fashion show, I can use this. This is going to look great. If I'm going to an event like a wedding or a christening, anything like that, this is going to be great. If I go to a charity lunch, this is going to look fantastic. Or maybe an evening event, maybe a corporate event or a gala. Again, this is going to work. I took this to the races. That's the only time I properly used this, was I went to the races, and it was fantastic and I loved it. So I can use this. I can use this. I also have now this little bit of bling. Now this is a really great event bag, I think, because it's got the sparkle, it's got the sequins, but it's also quite a practical bag. It fits quite a lot, certainly enough for the day, and it's Chanel. It's Chanel. It's handy. It's got the crossbody chain. So I surely can find an outfit to go with this for any of those types of events. Obviously, this is not a work bag. This is not a travel bag or a luggage or a beach bag, any of those things. But for those events that I think, I don't have an event bag, I don't have an evening bag, surely this will do. Surely. I also have my mini capucines. I have my purple one. I've got my lizard petrol one. And this is just going to go with anything. So I am absolutely covered. If I want something a bit edgy, I have my petite mal. This is going to work for so many different things. Now, I don't need a work bag, but if I needed to carry something, quite a lot of things, I've got the Neverfull. Literally, I've got my Goyard Artois bag. I'm covered. I've got my large Longchamp bag. I really don't need to worry about travel. Luggage, I've got plenty of luggage. It's not the nicest looking, it's very old, but it does its job. So I'm covered on that front. We've talked about the beach. I'm just going to take my Neverfull because it's just easy. And then I have, is it from Bieber? It was a beach bag, like a crocheted beach bag that Amelia, she got one of these and she got me onto these. And it was like, was it $14.99 or something? Anyway, I'm covered when it comes to the beach. I'm covered. So when I look at my collection, I think actually I have quite a few things. I've even got this one, which I've talked about quite a lot recently, that I'm struggling to know how to use this. Well, shall I keep it just in case I've got a gala to go to or a wedding or something fancy, because this is perfect. So actually, if you look at my collection, try not to knock everything over. If you look at my collection, I have actually got things that I can adapt. The beauty of it is that a lot of these bags you can wear for many different occasions. So you may think that this is a gorgeous little evening bag, and it is, but I've worn this during the day just to go shopping. I have. I have, because I want to wear it, and why not? So I think I had like a white shirt, maybe some jeans or some black trousers, and this, and a blazer, and I think it looks really nice. So I think if you wear it crossbody, it's a little bit less formal. So yes, I've used that whenever. As I say, I've used this for the races. That's all I've used it for, but I'm sticking with it because I love it. This one, I've used a million times. This goes really well with an all black outfit. So just going out for dinner, I've used this quite a lot. I tend to just wear black when I go out. Black leggings, black blazer, this, that's it, you're done. Or sort of more fitted, little black dress type of dress with this. It's just perfect. This one I've worn once so far. I think once, and it was when I was with Steph and we went to an event. So get me. We did go to an event, and it was at a spa. So it was a bit of a fashion show chat, and then you had access to the spa afterwards. And again, I think I just wore jeans and a blazer. I think I did, and this, and yeah. Honestly, it was a thing during the day. It wasn't an evening thing. I don't care. I'll wear it. So I think what I'm trying to say is that you can use things whenever you like, but I certainly don't need any more fancy things, because I don't go to all these things that in my head, in my fantasy world, that I'm going to go to. So that's why a lot of these things sit on a shelf. So if I was buying something for this fantasy world, then I'd be buying Jimmy Choo. The little sparkly shoes and the sparkly bonbon bags. They're absolutely beautiful. But I feel that this is more versatile than the bonbon bag, because the bonbon bag, which is quite hard to say, is very evening, isn't it? I think that is very difficult to style just with jeans. And I mean, you can wear whatever you like, but for me that is very evening. So yeah, I would have one of those in my fantasy world. I'd have all the trunks, I'd have all the luggages, I'd have a bougie beach bag, and I would be buying that Andy Armour bag. I think that's probably why I haven't bought the Tissot bag, because it sort of falls in the same sort of category. Yeah, but did I mention the Andy Armour bag is £6,000? It's just... Anyway, I will leave you on that bombshell. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another one.